You're looking at the tornado on the ground.
We all barricaded down here.
I looked up and saw the wall move.
Go straight into the back.
Think back to your childhood. What do you remember about your grandparents' house? For me, it's the pattern in the carpet on the living room floor. And it's a view of the creek running outside of the house, looking out from the front porch. Now for Leslie White, those childhood memories overlap with memories of raising her own children in the exact same home. A home that would ultimately have to be leveled after 170-mile-per-hour winds ripped it to pieces. The 2014 Louisville EF4 tornado hit her home, and it almost took her life in the process. It's taken a decade, but it's finally time for her family to return 10 years later.
So this was your grandmother's house?
It was my grandmother's house. It was. So I grew up basically over here and at, of course, my parents' house. But we were over here every weekend. She picked me up from school. She was kind of like my second mom. My kids and I moved in probably in 1996. It's been a while. We lived here for a long time. So we were planning on staying here, and then the tornado.
Can you tell me about that day?
I worked in surgery at the time, so we got off early, probably about 12 o'clock. I came home and everybody's like, it's gonna be bad, gonna be bad. And I was like, oh, it's gorgeous outside. It's not gonna be bad. So I made my son go to work. He worked at Vowell's Marketplace, the grocery store, but I was watching you that day.
Louisville, you have 10 minutes before a damaging tornado moves into town. You've got to be in your safe place.
So when everything was red and you said get in your safe place, is exactly when I went in my safe place and it hit.
When you close your eyes, what is it that you remember? Is there a smell? Is there a sound?
Let's see, if I closed my eyes, all I remember hearing was the bay window in my kitchen. All the glass and stuff was breaking. I'm actually praying out loud. I had my Bible on my lap, and like I said, the crosses and stuff, and I literally was just praying out loud. And the mattress was, I had it over all of us in the hallway, and it was kind of like Haley's legs were trying to, not really go up, but I mean, it seemed like it was trying to suck her out, you know? So I was just like, Lord, don't take her, take me, you know, but. And then it was over in like 5 seconds. It seemed like 20 minutes. And it left the hall where we were. And I still have the faith picture in my hall now that was in the hall there, and it will be in this new house. And my son flew home, of course. He saw it hitting Jordan's circle while he was, you know, at work. He ran in where the front door was. There was not a front door. And he just hugged me. I just fell to the floor and just told him we lost everything. And he was like, Mom, it's okay.
Christian's truck was on the garage. We just got one more now.
It's just a hard thing to go through, basically. You know, when I think there was 20-something houses in this neighborhood, and then we're left with 9. I don't know, it was just a really hard day.
How long did it take you before you could come over here?
Not cry? Well, of course, we started the cleanup process, and of course, I cried every time we were cleaning up. And I probably didn't drive over here for probably a couple of years. And then, of course, I cried when I saw them putting the dirt pad down for the new house. Those were happy tears, of course, but it's just working out in God's timing is all I can say. And it's crazy that it's 10 years later, but that's just the way it's happened.
Leslie and her husband plan to pour the foundation on their new home on Monday, weather permitting. They are planning on putting in a storm shelter, and with an expected completion date of around Christmas time, I expect that they'll probably have more than a few neighbors sheltering with them in there by next spring severe weather season. I'm Chief Meteorologist Matt Lopon for WTVA 9 News.